Oh, don't mind me. I was just jamming to the intro theme. What's going on, guys? Glad to see all of you here. Thank you to all of you that were hanging out. We got quite a few people just hanging out, waiting on stream to start. I like doing these topic based deals where we can chop it up. It's better for engagement, I have to admit. Um, I did notice that with the Middle Eastern live stream and the cheapy live stream and the wish list for 2023. So not every single one of them just going to be fragrance talk, though. If I'm strapped for a topic, that'll just be what it is. But in this instance, I thought this was a pretty good topic of decants that stopped me from buying a bottle because I have 5 great examples right here. I just did 5, and we'll spread them out and go throughout the stream. We'll do about an hour, and we already got 50 people in 1 minute. I appreciate you guys, seriously. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. We only got 17 likes and 44 people currently. Make sure to hit that thumbs up for me. What are you guys wearing today? We got to start off right. We already got my rule of thumb is once I hit 40, I usually ask. I'm wearing Womo's signature today from Ferragamo. Wife told me I was too strong, but this was also like 10 minutes after I sprayed it and had gave her a hug because I go check and make sure she needs anything, if she needs anything, before I come to set up, because I usually need about 20 to 30 minutes to really set everything up, get everything going, share it across the platforms, and so on. And make sure you answer the poll. I actually have a poll for a change. Have you grabbed Evening Mystique yet? Or do you still need to grab it before we run out? Because I know you don't not want to grab it. Come on, you want to grab it. You want to get a bottle while they still have it because you'll regret it later. But anyways, Womo's signature sweet coffee and leather. It's that simple. It's beautiful. Doesn't smell super expensive, but damn it, it smells great out in the air. Really does. Signature Tobacco by Denim. What's going on, Nima? How are you? We need to do something, you and I, real soon. I got a lot of stuff lined up. So tomorrow, today's Wednesday, right? I get lost in my days. Yeah. Tomorrow, Thursday, Jufro Fragrance. For those of you familiar with Lawrence, I'll be live with him on his platforms. Not sure which one yet. I'm sure cross-platform, TikTok, IG, stuff like that, because he usually does cross-platform. Then Saturday, birthday stream. Don't forget about Saturday. Saturday is my birthday stream. Tuesday with Joey. Going to be doing some giveaways. Make sure you subscribe to Joey Cannoli Raw. That's the only way you'll be entered. We're giving away a bunch of stuff, Zed Creator stuff, sealed bottles. I have a sealed bottle of an all-time great that I'm going to be giving away. Plus, I haven't decided on the third giveaway yet. Then the following Thursday, right after the Tuesday, I see Juan's in the chat. Did someone say decant? Speaking of, check out fatboyfragrance.com for all your Zed Creator decanting needs. That Thursday after the Tuesday with Joey, I have a live stream with Juan. Same thing. We'll be doing some giveaways yet. And you have to be subscribed to Fat Boy Fragrance Reviews in order to be entered for those giveaways. So go ahead and subscribe to both of those guys. Get that out the way so you don't have to bother with it later. Then, I don't know, maybe Wednesday in between or the following week. I'm not sure. Fragrance Fight Night. We're going to do something. Nima, we need to do something. Randy's always the hell on here. Just love doing live streams with you guys. So we got a bunch of people. Dave's always on here, speaking of. Jared, what's going on? Get these likes up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 35 likes, 83 people in less than 4 minutes. That's awesome. That's incredible. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up like the man's saying. Yeah, everybody's saying it. Hit the thumbs up. What's going on, Randy? Let's put some ones in the chat if we own a bottle of Evening Mystique. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Ross? Prodalome. Can never go wrong. That's an all-time great in my opinion. Red Tobacco, all-time great in my opinion. Even with some of these being newer fragrances. Doesn't mean they're not. Chocolate Greedy. I want to say I've smelled that before, but I don't remember it specifically. I know there was a time when it was really hyped up. And I saw your post earlier. I think you were laying it on some Hershey Kisses, if I remember correctly. So you didn't complain on my Instagram post. Now you're going to complain on my live stream. Don't make me boot you, Dave. Don't you talk too much shit. Just kidding. Let's see. Birdman's Place wearing Invictus Victory. Okay. So I'm debating on, I think next month I might grab that. I might grab that next month. Perfume Online's got it for like $75. That's a good price for it. I think I'll grab it from them, something like that, $75, $80. So I may grab it. Blue Electrique, haven't wore that in a while. Good choice. Afnan is the best. That is my favorite as far as these Middle Eastern houses. I have to say, I do like Versace and all these other ones too. Don't get me wrong. Citrine must be kind of a warm day where you're at, Ethan. 95 people, 100 people. Damn, right when I say 95, it hits 100. 100 people in 5 minutes. Y'all making me feel special for a minute. I appreciate you guys. Seriously. 44 likes, though. That's abysmal, guys. We're better than that. So I haven't even opened my samples. I have a sample of Austin as well, which for those of you wondering, that's unreleased so far. The name is rocking tobacco, starting to get used to it. Very aromatic and leafy. It's an herbal tobacco. So it's not like a bunch of other tobaccos, sweet tobaccos out there. Another one, Rockin' Red Tobacco, Signature Royale. Got Bleu de Chanel Parfum, and I'm disappointed. I'm sorry to hear that because this is going to be featured in tomorrow's video because this is, in my opinion, one of the greatest blue fragrances ever made, if not the greatest. So to each their own. Sorry that you don't like it, man. I love it. It's my favorite version of Bleu de Chanel. Funny that you say that. It was literally right in front of me. Explorer, that grew on me a lot. I really like that one these days. By Arabian Oud. Rasala, never tried that one. Acqua Di Gio Absolute, Dark Horse, sleeper of a fragrance for sure. Damn, watch your review on leather tobacco. I'm nervous and slightly intimidated. It's a monster. It's red tobacco type of performance. It's ridiculous. Just put on a spray of Hawass before the gym. You mean this? We're kind of teasing for tomorrow's video. You guys are calling them out. I got tomorrow's video. The stuff's right here for me to record with. Happy Land Signature. That's a great sweet tobacco. Underrated. 3,000 samples, 600 bottles. Proud to sample long before purchasing a bottle out of those 600 frags. I wear about 50. I feel your pain, Ryan. I feel your pain. Mula Mula. I've always heard good things about that. I've never tried it, though. About to buy Evening Mystique and Second Soul one more time. It wouldn't be a bad idea, Juan. There's still demand for some decants. I'm sure you're seeing it on your end, too. I definitely see it on my end. I just try to funnel everybody to you, my man. Ferragamo Uomo. I debated on it. I had it in my hand, and I was like, nah, I'm going to go with Signature. Almost Signature. Tobacco Touch. Never tried that one. What's going on? Appreciate that. No, zero thoughts. I have never sampled a Novitus fragrance. L'Homme Ideal EDP. That's a great one. Cherry Almond. Can't go wrong there. Beautiful, sweet fragrance. Halloween Man. Scale of 1 to 10. Never tried it, so 0. Because I've never tried it. Just Hero and X. That's the only two I have. How are you, Brian? Smart man. Yeah, indeed. Sampling's the way to go. You save yourself some hassle. Layering. Interlude Man with Aventus. I bet that's an interesting combination. I bet it is. Got to say, the new Insurrection 2 Pure Le Parfum. Top Aventus clone for the price. I wouldn't mind getting that one. I still want to get the Sport, too. I want to get that one, too. I keep putting those off, but glad you brought that up. I mean, they're only 20 some odd dollars. It's a blind buy dice roll for me. When it's under $30, I'll buy damn near any fragrance to give it if it interests me. You know what I mean? I have some sweet stuff also for Joey's and mine. Sweet. So we're going to have additional giveaways that Juan will be providing. So I would assume some decants from his store. So very generous of you, Juan. So like I said, guys, make sure you subscribe to Joey Cannoli Raw for next Tuesday's live. We're going to have a bunch of giveaways. And then next Thursday's live with Juan, Fat Boy Fragrances, we're going to have a bunch of giveaways from both he and I. Make sure you subscribe to him as well. Lewis, how are you? 110 people, 64 likes. We're getting there. I believe in you guys. What's going on? My Celtics blew it 2 lives in a row. You come check me out. I appreciate that. For those of you that weren't part of that giant crowd that we had for Justin's live, we peaked at like 270 something. We hovered 230 to 250 range. We had a really good turnout for our live stream yesterday. I appreciate you guys. Because when I have Justin over here, we usually clip 180 to 250 range. Like I want to say my peak of that. Honestly, my biggest viewed live stream ever is me and Justin back when I had the giant beard doing a content discussion from December 21st, 2021. It's currently got 50,600 views. A live stream. A freaking live stream in the fragrance space. That's crazy to me. I mean, there's giant channels like Jeremy. I'm sure he's got, and Michelle have tons of views on their lives. But for me, that's huge. That's huge. I mean, it's been gaining a ton of momentum since September last year. It's just been creeping. Like it did 20 something thousand views last month. It's crazy. But it just goes to show people are interested when me and Justin are together, which I appreciate it because Justin's one of my favorite people on the planet. Shout out to Justin. Of course, I have Evening Mystique. Can't wait to review it again. Finally, Wild Tobacco came in from Fragby today. 1. There we go. There's some ones. Let's see what you started, Jared. Aventus. Can't really go wrong. Et Sauvage Elixir. Can't get enough of it. Great elixir clone. Smells like Cocoa Puffs and vanilla. Miss Camuto Solar, since you recommended it, performance is all right. Yeah, the scent's great. Performance is nothing special, but the scent is great. I don't want to just wear it out the shower because I've debated on it the last 2 nights, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do like I said from the start. I'm going to save it for when I get some mild, spring weather where we're in the 60 to 70 degree range, which is going to be a little while from now, but I will have some days sprinkled in where I can do that because I think that's just a great spring scent. I do. Very woody, spicy, a little creamy, some citrus. I like it. I like it. Ombre leather in a bean fumé. Interesting layering combo, layering the Tom Fords. Nice death threat by a sub today, so that was fun. Well, it's always nice. Assad or Drakkar, I would recommend both. I would recommend both. You can't go wrong with either. Drakkar Intense, kind of a twist on the classic style for barbershop. There's a little booziness to it, but still maintains that fresh, spicy, aromatic, aftershave barbershop feel to it. Like I said, a little bit extra sweetness as it dries, like this vanilla smell. So it's like a different twist on barbershop. It's actually really nice. And then Assad's a twist on Sauvage Elixir. Great performer. Has a little fruity freshness to the top that Sauvage Elixir doesn't have, plus a little bit extra darkness from this coffee note that I pick up on my skin. Thank you for asking. I actually co-sign both of those. I like both. 120 people, 75 likes. We're getting there. I appreciate the crowd, guys. Like I said, we'll do about an hour, 11 minutes. We'll get into the topic in just a minute. I'm so far behind because we got so many people so quickly that are being active in the chat, and I try to get to as much as I can. I think that's one of the reasons you guys come back. I try to interact as much as I can. Rockin' Solar as well. Yeah, you can't go wrong there. So I have a package that came in yesterday. I haven't opened it yet. It's Le Beau Parfum, Afnan Tarathi Blue, speaking of Tigar, and Eros Parfum. I haven't opened it yet and then I want to do this blue fragrance video. I update it every year, and it has changed. My blue fragrance video has changed from last year, guys. So that's one I felt like was a good idea to update. So that'll be out tomorrow. I haven't filmed it yet, but I still need to do that package. I need to do that haul video unboxing as well too. So that'll probably be the following day. So I love having so much content lined up to do because that's when it's really fun. Like I'm excited to get to these things, Haven't tried either. There we go. Boucheron Pour Homme, currently wearing the Labo, the Noir 29. I believe Justin's a fan of that one. Ferragamo Bright Leather. I've heard it's good, and spicy leather as well, because I just have intense leather, which the dry down's lovely on. The opening's a little weird, oddly attractive, a little weird. Dry down's very nice. Still smells a lot like the original, too. I'd be curious to try that one. Just got back to the gym, and on my porch was Atlas Blue. So that's hilarious because I saw a comment in our live stream yesterday where somebody's like, let's talk about, and we didn't get to it. But I did see the comment if you're watching. Let's talk about Blue Atlas paying for good reviews. They're not paying for good reviews. The fragrance is good. That's a really good freshie. It's different. Peach apricot. Sounds feminine. Really not. And it has some florals that are kind of soapy, clean musk. It's actually a really good fragrance. So the guy that was trying to talk shit yesterday, if you happen to be watching, try the fragrance. And even if you don't like it, it doesn't mean people are saying it's good just because they may have got $1 from it or a free bottle or something. It's actually really nice. You should try it if you haven't. And if you still don't like it, just stop being a hateful little bitch. People do like fragrances that you don't like. So yeah, I saw that trolling ass comment yesterday. So it reminded me when you brought it up, Juan. People suck on the internet. They really do. Not Juan. Juan's good people. Chocolate Greedy, 100%. Okay, there you go. Sharon. Now I'm gonna rock Blue de Chanel Parfum tomorrow. It's good stuff. I've been a few months, I think, since I've wore it. 133 people, 84 likes. We're getting there. I appreciate all of you. I think that's another reason you guys tune in because you never know what's gonna come out of my mouth. Because the live streams is where I'm a bit more uncensored. Afternoon. So, guys, I'm gonna have to kind of skip ahead here because I want to go ahead and jump on topic. What's going on, Mark? I see you there. So decants that stop me from buying a bottle. Everybody that samples from time to time, sometimes you'll really be glad, be real happy that you decided to get a decant first. And I have a few examples of that right here and right now. And we're going to start with the newest formula of Y Eau de Toilette. This is the 2022 Y EDT. I haven't used all of it yet. And I will say this is really good. It's really good. If you don't have the old version, yeah, you'll enjoy this. It's a little bit sweeter. It's a little bit closer to the EDP. I'm excited about it. I hope you like it, Juan. I really do. It's super versatile and it's different. It's when you look at the notes, you're going to think it's going to be more feminine than it actually is. It's actually quite versatile. It's a nice all-around everyday scent for guys. They did a good job with that being their first fragrance. They really did. But with this, I actually did a live stream comparing it to the original. And I have two bottles, two 100 mLs of the original. Big fan. I know a lot of people find it a bit more chemical than this one, but the way the aldehydes come across, it's very bright. I love the original. It's actually my favorite in the line. That's why I have two bottles of it. More than the EDP and Live and all that, no phrase. But with this one, it's superior in some ways. I could see where people would like this one more, but it doesn't make me feel like I need to have it. Super redundant to having two bottles of the previous formulation. So I'm glad I didn't just say, oh, I love the Y line. I'm bound to like it. Let me just get a bottle. And I got a decant first. By the way, not every decant came from the same place. This one came from Decant House, for those of you that are going to ask. I purchased this one from Decant House. But, of course, with Juan in the chat, you can always get stuff from fatboyfragrance.com. I would highly recommend the personability. You see him in the community. He's a channel. He's an active personality. I would recommend going to him first. If he don't have it, then look elsewhere, depending on what you're looking for. But I digress. So this is one that I'm definitely glad I got a decant of first. What the hell was that? I had something on my tongue. This is one of those fragrances that I would recommend you guys get if you don't have the original. But if you have the original, don't bother. Even to sample, it's not even necessarily an experience you need to have if you have the original, because if you've ever smelled the EDP, it's kind of, it falls in between. It's not as sweet as the EDP, but it's definitely sweeter than the original formula of the Eau de Toilette. So this is one that saved me some money. I'm really glad that I did this. I'm glad I got the experience so I could do the comparison and talk about it with you guys. But why EDT, the 2022 formula? Glad I sampled first. Aromatherapy 199 Super Chat, Rockin' Chanel Egoiste, the original, not the platinum flanker. I just bought my fragrances: Paris Corner Emir Frenetic Delicious, Dior Feb Delicious Clone, Paris Corner Emir, the Naxos Clone, 8 and Bob Egypt. That's a classic right there. That's gotten a ton of hype. 143 people, 90 likes. We're getting there. Let's get over 100 likes, guys. I believe in y'all. I was glad I got a decant of Not Only Intense. Underwhelmed. CDNM is better. Hey, to each their own. I disagree, but hey, you like what you like. I like what I like. So I get it. I can't say I blame you, but there's a prime example. You got the decant first and decided it wasn't for you. Because even with cheap fragrances, if you can get a decant, 30 to 40, 50 bucks is still 30 to 40 to 50 bucks. We're not all, super rich. You know what I mean? For me, it's not decants, but duas stop me from buying super expensive fragrances, especially if they smell bad. So Juan, that's one thing I wanted to tell you. Actually, we'll talk about it here and now, because I went on Joey's stream and talked about some of the giveaways we're going to do on the stream with him. So I have a few duas that, in honor of you kind of being, one of the main Dua guys, if not the main Dua guy, you and Mega Dave. When I think Dua, I think of you and Mega Dave. I think we're going to give away some Dua bottles. I have one that's really, really rare. We'll wait till that time comes, from a few years ago. It's an Iris Heavy one. You may know what I'm talking about. It's got a metal plaque on it and all that. They only made so many bottles of it. This was before they were doing the Moda elixirs and they changed to the bigger 100 ml bottles. Like, this is from a few years ago. It's only missing like 2 or 3 sprays. I think I'm going to give away a few in like a little pack, like 2 or 3 bottles will be one of the giveaways. So whoever wins that giveaway is going to get at least 2 bottles. That, and I haven't picked out the other bottle yet. So with you being a Dua guy, I figured that would be a good giveaway to do with you. So, Fat Boy Fragrance decants, fastest shipper and great deals, super legit. I agree. Juan's legit. Fahrenheit Le Parfum. I haven't wore that in some time. I need to put that on the rotation table. I'm glad you brought that up. What's a Dua? Dua is a clone house. They do have some originals, but their bread and butter was clones for the longest time. They're one of the bigger clone houses. My decant of Kirk has put me on the fence for buying a full bottle. The fruitiness is great, but quickly goes away and becomes a musk and sandalwood fragrance. So it kind of underwhelms you as it dries down, basically. If it underwhelms you at any given point, especially the longest part of the life of the fragrance, probably not worth getting a bottle. If it's just the opening, and once you get to the dry down's amazing, that's still serviceable in my opinion. Then usually it's still worth it if you really like the dry down, because dry down is the longest part. But if you don't like the dry down, that's a no-go. I wouldn't buy that. Just my thoughts. What's going on, Montrese? How are you? Just got 3 decants from Scent Split. Psychedelic by Javoy. Gris Charnel Extrait. I haven't tried either version, by BDK. And Chypre Palatine by MDCI. Can't wait to sniff. A couple things I haven't tried. Okay, I see you. I got you. I understand. Got a 5 ml of Iris 39, the Le Labo. 9 months later, still waiting for it to grow on me because I despise it. I'm like that with Santal 33. I don't like Santal 33. I don't like clones of Santal 33. Dossier's version is pretty nice. I can tolerate that one, but I still not a big fan. Dua Funk 2024 release coming out. Nothing but the Funk collection. LOL, just joking. Just kidding. Got a decant of Eternity Aqua, and I'm on the fence. Somebody talked me down. I'm kind of surprised that you don't like it. It's basically a sweeter, slightly more refined version of the original Polo Blue. Performs better. It's got this sweet fruitiness to it. It's a little bit more herbaceous. It still has that freshness and that aquatic tone, kind of that cucumber feel, that watery nature that Polo Blue EDT has always been famous for because it smells incredible. This one performs better. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you're on the fence, it is what it is. Just because I like it doesn't mean you should buy a bottle of it. You have to like it. If it's not something you feel is worthy of adding to your collection, no matter how big or small, pass on it. You know, only you can make that decision. You know, 146 people, 101 likes. I appreciate all of you. We're getting there. Hit that thumbs up. Those of you just coming in. 2017 YADT, gonna have to hunt down another bottle. So when they discontinued that formula, I went, and you could get 100 ml for like $40 at Sephora. I went and run over there and got the last bottle at one of the local Sephoras. That's why I have a second bottle. So I sprayed a little bit more liberally when the summer hits, because I kind of wear YADT strictly in the summer. Let's see. Dua just started shipping to Canada, so I'm finally going to dive and grab a couple. What's the best one? It's hard to say a best one. I would just get some samples, honestly. Juan would be better to ask than me, because Juan's got a ton of Dua experience. I would check out Fat Boy Fragrance Reviews on YouTube. He's got a ton of Dua experience. What's going on, Jonathan? Line of fragrance and Belks. To me, has a few scents smell great, but you would probably have something that smells similar. But I have the first two, Unwind and Awaken, and they're okay. I've heard Continuum's pretty good. Let's see. Let me skip ahead a little bit. Let's go to the next one, shall we? So I'm skipped ahead. Sorry, I had to skip ahead, but we're going to go to the next one. So here's one that smells nice. It's nice and shower gel, just like the original, but Azzaro Chrome Eau de Parfum. It's nice, but it doesn't bring anything new to the table that I don't get from the original or any of the flankers. That, because I love Extreme. I love the original. Love Extreme. Love Aqua. I'll take all 3 of those over this one. You know, it's nice, but it doesn't do anything different enough to where I'm like, you know what? I need to go ahead and get a bottle. Now, look, if I can come across a bottle for $25-$30, yeah, I'd grab it at that point. But even then, it's like I'd have to run across it at a rack store, really, because I'm not adding it to cart anywhere online. So this is one. See, look, everybody's different. Chrome EDP is my favorite in the line, according to Randy. Teach their own, because my favorite's the Extreme. My second favorite's the Aqua. Then my third is the original. I actually like the original more than Pure. And Pure is really nice. I would take Pure over this. You know, that's why I'm glad I didn't just grab a bottle. And again, this one came from Decant House. And I wore a decent amount of it. You know, I don't have a lot left. I got like a little over an ml. It's good. I just don't think it's great. It's really nice. It's just, like I said, it's not bringing anything different that I don't already get from other Chrome versions, including the original. So I was like, I'm a pass on it. If I ever stumble across it out in the wild, as I say, if I run across it out there for a good price, I'll probably scoop it. I probably will. Like I said, it is nice. I gave it a pretty good rating. It's a pretty good fragrance. I just don't feel like I needed to add it to the collection. So this is one that, glad I got a decant. Saved me from buying a bottle. Chrome Eau de Parfum. Might surprise a few. It clearly surprises Randy. It's his personal favorite. All the Chromes are better than the EDP. Was really pissed. So Ryan's kind of with me on that one. And look, I haven't tried all of them. I still would like to get my nose on the Intense that's been around for years. Under the Pole, I'd like to get that one. Like I've eyeballed these for a long time. Chrome Sport obviously doesn't smell too much like Chrome, more like Chrome with Versace Mano Fresh, really. Lovely. But I'd take that over this too. Yeah, I'll wear that more. So how you doing, Ross, and everyone else? How are you? Honestly, don't wear Chrome that much, and I own them all. Yeah, so you just kind of have them, basically, is how it comes down. I'm good. I can't complain. I definitely can't complain. So I don't have any experience with it. I know that we're bound to have somebody in this chat of 157 people that has some experience with that fragrance that can maybe give you their opinion on it and their thoughts, because I personally have not tried it, so I can't weigh in, unfortunately. I like the EDP, but I have 200 ml of the OG and just can't justify buying the EDP, at least until I'm halfway through the 200 ml. LOL. I'm with you because it's not different enough. There's differences. It is smoother. You know, it's less metallic, but it's just as soapy shower gel clean and citrus and everything as the original. It's just not as metallic, basically. It's not as sharp, smoother. Like I said, it's nice. It's really nice, but like in your case, you have a 200 ml of the original. You don't need it. If you want it, that's different, but you don't need it. That's for sure. I think it's safe to say TLTG has taken over the live stream game. 160 views. Lay it down, big dog. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Bilbo. I wouldn't call it taking over anything. These kind of mid-afternoon streams are kind of the block where I like to go live, and you guys seem to make a little time to come see me and chop it up with me. And these are my favorites to do. Don't get me wrong. I like having people on with me. I got several coming up. But I like just chopping it up with you guys. And even when I have people on, I try to keep you guys involved as much as I can, super chat or not. I try to get as many questions answered as I can, you know. Sick Live, you all are great. Well, we sure appreciate you being here, Ryan. Blind bought first Banana Republic fragrance this past Monday for TJ Maxx. Fragrance name is Slate Arctic. Never tried that one. It's an EDP and it's only $20. I'm more along the lines of the Icon line. Usually those are all good. Like I haven't come across one that I was like, shouldn't have bought that for the $23. You know, they're all pretty good for the most part. Some better than others. Oud Mosaic, Dark Cherry and Amber, Tobacco and Tonka Bean, Vintage Green. Leather Reserve's nice. You know, Cypress Cedar's pretty nice. There's a lot of good ones in there. Metal Rain, really good. Grassland, really good. You kind of can't go wrong. I've heard Pure White's pretty damn good. I heard that recently. Shout outs to Dan and Mallet. Let's see. Pretty rosy. I got others from the same collection, and they're great. You're great, Ryan. You're great, Alan. Somebody's got to tell you you're great too, you know? So moving on. Have a pretty decent sized decant of this. It's nice. It's a little ambery. It's got a little bit of marine feel. It's kind of simplistic overall. It's sweet. This is Lamal on board. I have a sizable amount of it. I don't know if it's going to focus for me. There we go. Lamal on board. This came from mycustomscent.com. And it's nice, but I'm not getting a bottle. It's okay. That's about as far as I'll go with it. I don't want to spray my skin because I don't feel like layering with Ferragamo Uomo Signature, because that's what it turns into. You start spraying all over. Next thing you know, you got a layered scent bubble. I'm good. It's okay at best. This is probably my least favorite Lamal flanker I've smelled. I would take the original one over this. I would take Summer 2013, which I have a bottle 10 times out of 10 over this. Ultra Male, Lamal Le Parfum. In the navy, I would take every time over this. I have a bottle of that as well. And so on and so forth. I'd take both the Le Beau and Le Parfum over it, et cetera, et cetera. Like I said, it's nice. It's okay. It's better than good, honestly. But it's not that must add to the collection unless you just collect Lamal flankers. Because there's people that collect Lamal flankers. I get it. Everybody's got their certain lines they swear by, and they just got to have them all. I'm like that with a few lines. I totally get it. But pass. So glad I got a decant of this. I'll probably never even finish this 5 ml, to be completely honest with you, because it just gets kind of underwhelming. Like I said, it's better than good. It just kind of bores me. If I want something that kind of revolves around Lamal's DNA, even in the slightest, which this is in the slightest, I'll go with literally everything else that I named before this, you know, except the Le Beau flankers. That's not of Lamal DNA, but like I said, it's just okay. Lamal on board. Pass. I'm good. I'm glad I got a decant first. Noted. Top 2 vanillas ever. That's high praise. Vanilla Oud from Niche for All is pretty nice. Leighton clone. Leighton exclusive, actually. I have that one. I have the Vanilla Oud from Niche for All. It's Leighton exclusive, actually. Random thought, one of Versace Pour Homme EDP / parfum would be like EDT's one. I mean, I don't think they'll ever do it, though. I would love for them to do it. A more dense version of that scent profile, not changing it much, but just making it richer. That'd be incredible. I would buy that immediately, blindly. I'm confident I would like that, and it would be great. I would love to see that, Ethan. Maybe somebody from Versace might be from their social media department, could be one of these 154 people currently in here. You never know. You never know. Someone should, Ross. Thank you. You're welcome, Alan. You're welcome, sir. Totally agree with me with On Board. Yeah, it's even if you can get it for a really good price, even if it falls in the $40 range, it's just like, I'm sure there's people out there that'll really enjoy it, but there's so much better in its own line. So much better in its own line. 212 VIP Men. Not the VIP line. I actually don't have any of them. There's a few of them I've wanted to try. I have 212 Men and 212 Men Sexy. That's the only 212 fragrances that I have. I actually don't have any experience with it. Night Vision EDP. Now we're talking. Zeus Profile, my man, you have great taste, because I love that one. I go back and forth between that and Infrared on which are my favorites. Obviously, I love all the other ones too. I love the line. That's one of the lines that I have to have them all. I love them. Love the Spice Bomb line. But I gravitate to that one. Big fan. I blind bought that one the day it released in the US. Big fan. I did the same thing with Infrared. It's amazing. Gucci by Gucci Pour Homme. Just hanging around the house. Just finished a L'Homme line finally last night with the original. What do you think about it? I've never tried the original L'Homme. Heard it's very masculine and timeless. It is Zeus, just poor performance. On that, it's your skin, pimpin'. You're talking about Spice Bomb Night Vision EDP? My man. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, because it's a monster on my skin. It's your skin, dude. It's a skin chemistry thing for sure, because it's a monster for me. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That sucks, Jimmy. How's the performance? One more signature. Solid. 8 to 10 hours longevity. Loud for about an hour and a half to 2 hours before it really starts to calm down. And it's a moderate, mild sillage where light whiffs on occasion, not a constant, every movement you're going to smell it. So moderate to mild. Solid. Above average. Not a beast. Above average. But not weak. Intenso. Vertus Vanilla Oud is similar to Arabian Oud and Comet Black. That's similar. Okay, I didn't know that, but since I have Vanilla Oud, anytime I want that scent profile, I'm just going to go with that. Once I get the original, I don't really want the clones unless it's something that the audience really wants to talk about or get my opinion on. Like, obviously, I say that knowing I have so many things that smell like Aventus, because that's a popular topic to talk about, and it doesn't bother me to try different ones, because honestly, there's versions of it that I like more than Aventus. You know what I mean? Like, especially a lot of niche versions that smell like Aventus that have the twist, I like more than Aventus. And so when it comes to something that smells similar, Vertus Vanilla Oud, I probably won't really jump into it. I'm not saying never say never kind of thing. 174 people. I appreciate you guys. 119 likes. On your way in, hit that thumbs up for me, guys. 174 people. What a great crowd. Great crowd. Oud for Glory, I would say Supremacy and Oud, but I haven't tried Oud for Glory. That's the only thing. I've heard great things about both, and I can tell you Supremacy and Oud is fan-frickin-tastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. A little bit of a twist, not one-to-one. Average performed, but the scent is Dynamite. 10-4. So it's definitely your skin, which I say that because it's not a beast on me either, but it performs better on me than it does on you. Same thing with Spice Bomb Night Vision EDP. So it's our skin chemistries are different. It's just different experiences. Like Justin likes to say, your mileage will vary. Everyone's mileage varies. One of the greatest vanillas of all time. Oh, yeah, no doubt. I featured that one recently. It's so good. So I'm going to skip ahead. Sorry, guys. And we're going to move on to the next one. So this one's going to shock some people. But I will preface it with this. If you don't have the two fragrances that are the reason I'm not buying this bottle, this is the way to go. This is the definitive. This is the best in the line. I want you guys to know I do feel it's the best in line. Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privee. Okay, so I know you guys love this. A lot of people love this. I get it. A lot of you have heard me say this. If you take the EDP and you take Boisé and you kind of blend them and you add some booze, kind of this whiskey smell to it, boom, here you go. So because I have those two, it's too redundant. Kind of smells more like the EDP plus some booze. It's that simplistic. If I didn't have either of those, I would have a bottle of this. But because I have those and there's just so much redundancy, pass. You know, I hate to say it. And look, like I said, I know it's somewhat hypocritical because I have a ton of redundancy here. You can't have as many fragrances as I have without tons of redundancy. I get it. I'm trying to eliminate more of that. Just slow the redundancy down as best I can. That's why I'm glad I sampled it first. It's a fantastic fragrance. God, it's beautiful. Boozy iris. I mean, come on. It's a boozy iris. It smells magnificent out the atomizer. Into a plastic atomizer, too. It smells amazing coming out of it. Fantastic. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Must have if you like iris and you don't have the EDP or Boisé. I have those. That's why it's not a must-have for me. So, maybe a surprising one for you guys. Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privee. I hope that logic makes sense for you guys. It's why I had to. I returned my Reserve Privee. Redundant. Yeah, me and Randy see eye to eye on a lot of things. I agree. Tested it and skipped it. I've already got enough in that style. Tip the scale for me on Eternity Aqua. I'll give it a go. I hope you enjoy it more. Privee is so rare that I felt like it has been discontinued. No, I don't think it has been. It's a pretty recent release. Iris can take a hike. I know you don't. I know you do your hate of the day post, Bilbo and IG, and you're not a fan of Iris. I need at least a sizable decant of Privee. Juan may have it. Juan, if you're here, weigh in if some people want to check it out. If not, you guys can go to Decant House and get it. That's where my decant came from. Let's see. So let me scroll down a little bit here. Freaking love Reserve Privee. Givenchy Gentleman line. I own 4 out of the current 5. I agree that it smells like the EDP with booze. Looking forward to Society. Now, Society might be one for me to add. That one I'm going to try first, though. I've learned my lesson with this line. I'm going to try it first. Frag by Macy's and Sephora. There you go. There's 3 spots. Boozy Iris seems like the perfect combo. It's a magnificent fragrance. It is. It's magnificent. It's really good. That's like, I'm not knocking it. It's an amazing fragrance. It's just too redundant to the 2 bottles I have in its line. It's too redundant. Literally, the booziness is the difference. You know, it's not enough to make me buy it because I'm not necessarily going to want to wear it over the EDP because I love the EDP. I love the EDP just as much, honestly. 180 people, 133 likes. I'm not going to gripe. But just in case, hit that thumbs up. Test Reserve Privee. Sticking with the tester, I've got Boisé. So Boisé is the least like it, but there are elements of Boisé in it. Like some of the spicy tones, more of the woody nuances that you're going to find in Reserve Privee. I feel like they come from the DNA of Eau de Parfum Boisé because that's more spicy, woody iris. Whereas the EDP's creamy, balmy, sweet iris. And obviously that's the basis for Reserve Privee and the basis for Boisé, but Boisé loses the balmy, that Tolu balsam note is MIA from Boisé. All 3 are great. All 3 of those are great fragrances. But when you start getting 2 out of the 3, it's redundant. But the ultimate version, Reserve Privee, my opinion. Prada L'Homme Intense is fantastic. I have 2 bottles of it. Kind of a moist patchouli leather combo with this soft powdery iris. Doesn't have the spices of the original. The original's got more spices, cardamom, pepper, and stuff like that. It's more about the leather and patchouli. It's this dark, rich, moist kind of tone to it. Super hype for a reason. I have 2 bottles, thankfully. You know, I may never get to the second bottle, but just in case, I've got it. Won the second bottle in a raffle. That's why I have a second bottle. The Arm Sport 2021 Scent of the Night, Rocha Salome. That's going to be in tomorrow's video as well. I'm giving you guys the video away left and right. Oh, yeah, I saw that already. When I start my YouTube channel, maybe I should be called Clone/Twist King. There you go. Everybody's got to have a shtick. 181 viewers. Yeah, baby. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. 184, actually. Sensible logic, Ross. I started collecting classic 80s, then realized a lot are a similar vibe. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, it's kind of hypocritical what I'm saying because I've allowed so much redundancy in my collection. But at the same time, I utilize this stuff to create content to talk to you guys about. So because I have so much at this point, it's like I need to slow down on the redundancy. The only way I'm going to add any redundancy at this point, to be honest, is if it's a hot topic, you know, because I do this full time. I still have to do what I got to do at the same time, you know. So I got to find the good in some stuff where it's like, okay, I'll do this video, but is it something that I even am interested in? Kind of like the Club de Nuit fragrances. Really not that interested in them, but it's to the point to where I told Neeb, just shoot me a decant of Untold. I just want to check that one out because I've heard enough to where it's like, maybe I should give it a shot. And I know you guys want to see it. So I have a decant of Untold, Club de Nuit Untold coming from Neeb. Shipping out tomorrow, I believe. Was today Wednesday? Yeah, he's shipping it out tomorrow. So like I try to find that balancing act. I only want to do stuff I want to do. But I get it. You guys want to see certain things too. You know, I got to find the balance of keeping me happy and keeping you guys happy. You know, not a fan of Iris, but layering both gentlemen's scents would be interesting. Notable. New releases should be out 23rd to the 1st. I still got only because it was $95 when I purchased it. Yeah, I might hit one up soon and order a decant of Evening Mystique. There you go. Can't afford a full bottle at the moment, but want to get my nose on it ASAP. 10-4, man. 10-4. Matter of fact, let's check the poll. 23% have it. 77% still need to get it. Still need to before it's gone. You can tell I got the cheapie crowd. You know what I mean? It's not a cheapie. I get it. I get it, guys. You like the affordable stuff. I do too. You know, I get it. But when it comes to, you know, quality original stuff like this, it actually is a cheapie compared to what it would cost for that, the exact presentation and juice from a different luxury house. It would be hundreds of dollars more. And that's a fact. I promise you guys, it would be way more than 160. That's as cheap as we could go with it, really. Acqua Cinziali Blue versus Rocha Sloan. Oh, Acqua Cinziali Blue, my man. That's not changing. That's the lifer for me. It's on the buy list. So how about Gentleman EDT Intense? Is it similar to your Dior Homme Eau? So I know that's what it gets compared to. I have a decant of it right here. It's okay. You know, it hasn't made me buy a bottle yet. This one almost made the video. It's nice, but I like Dior Homme Eau more. This has more of a spicy basil smell in the top. Like if you like basil in a fragrance, yeah, there's a lot of it in the top. I think Dior Homme Eau is better. It's a sensible replacement, but it doesn't smell exactly the same. Like it does the same job. It's got a similar vibe. There are a lot of similarities, but like this takes the place of the coriander that you'll find in Dior Homme Eau. It has basil, but it's more of a green spice than a peppery spice. So it changes it. It's more of an herbaceous tone at the top. So if you like stuff like that, sure, absolutely. I've just kind of backburnered. I put this one on the back burner. It's like not something I have to have, but I think eventually I will get. You know, so much to get. Placé is better than Reserve Privee, in my opinion. Hey, to each their own. I'm not going to knock that because it's a great fragrance. You had a frag that you really enjoyed, only to end up slowly but surely hating it. Not really. Kenneth Cole Blue was like that for me. Oh, I love that one. I wear that one to the gym all the time. EDT Intense is a lot like, oh, yeah, it's very similar. That's the biggest difference for me is instead of coriander, you have basil at the top. So you have this green spice versus a peppery spice. Because coriander is more of a peppery spice. No, it's a different fragrance. No, it's more of a fresh and spicy iris. Much more on the fresh side. That's why it gets compared to Dior Homme Eau like we're talking about, Darren. O is better. Yeah, O is better. I'm glad I have a 5-ounce bottle. It's definitely better. What's up, D? We're also working on top 10 clone houses you may have never heard of. BDC, BR540, Aventus, Sauvage, Invictus, After Fierce, Royal, Oud, etc. Keep it up, bro. 10-4. I hope you enjoy making your video. Yeah, I can't stand iris. Teach their own. It's my favorite note. But teach their own. I get it, man. So I pay less, get intense EDT versus pay 90 to 120. If you can find Dior Homme Eau for 90 to 120, get that. If you can find it for that price for real, even a 50 ml, I would get that. But that's because I know the fragrance. What is your most worn non-Zaharoff fragrance? Lately, Kenneth Cole Blue. Speaking of, I wear that to the gym all the time. That and Jaguar Pace Accelerate, because I go to the gym. I wear a gym scent at least 4 days a week. I don't wear a scent every time I go to the gym. Sometimes I'm giving my skin a break because I know I'm going to wear something kind of heavy later on. Usually the days I'm going to wear something on the heavy side, I don't wear a fragrance to the gym. Like today, I didn't wear anything, and this isn't the heaviest thing in the world, but it's sweetened leather, coffee. It's a heavier profile than it gets credit for. So I didn't wear anything today. But believe it or not, those two I wear pretty often. First Instinct Together, I wore that like last night. I wear that one a lot. I wear that one pretty often. A lot of fresh stuff because I wear them around the house. I wear them to the gym. So it's fresh stuff most of the time. Darker stuff, much more situational. As of late, I've been wearing Strong With You absolutely a good bit between the decant sprays on my hand and then the back-to-back wearings this week. Once I got my bottle. So stuff like that. Mikey Dens, what's going on? You're not a newbie, so I'm not going to answer that. You're just trying to be funny. Azzaro, the most wanted or Stronger With You? I would say the most wanted if we're talking about Stronger With You, the Eau de Toilette, the original. Now, absolutely, I would take Stronger With You absolutely over the most wanted, which may surprise some of you because I love the most wanted. I would take Stronger With You absolutely over it. I'm glad to have both. They're not redundant to me. There's honestly, absolutely is a deeper scent. The most wanted is more simplistic. It's a little bit more playful than Stronger With You absolutely. There is some redundancy there, but not completely, but that's the route I would go between those two that the way you typed it. If you're talking about the Eau de Toilette, I would go the most wanted. But if you're talking about any of the flankers, I would say absolutely is the one that I would take over the most wanted. No worries. Secretions Magnifique. Yeah, there you go, Densmore. What's up, Rick? 189 people. That's the amount Reaper pretends he has. I see you, Rick. I see you. Let's see. Okay, gotcha, Ryan. Thanks. Love Dior Online. With Iris Sport 2022 included. Believe it or not, that's actually not that's the one I wear the least. I have all of them except 2021. I just have a decant of. It's right here. I'll get a bottle eventually. It's almost empty. I do really like it. But I think based on wearings, my favorite's 2017, then 2008, then 2012. Believe it or not, the Iris one's the one I wear the least. I love all three. They're all great, even including the newest one. So all four great. Can't go wrong with any of them. They all offer something a little bit different than the other. But yeah, probably surprising considering how much I love Iris. I would go with the Le Parfum 10 times out of 10, my man. 10 times out of 10. 48 minutes. So let me get to this last one. So this is one, and I went through the whole decant. I want to say Sammy sent me this one. Shout out to Sammy if you're watching, my resident troll. Yeah, I think that's who sent me this. Acqua Di Gio Eau de Parfum. It's empty. I like it. I don't love it. This is the one that I was debating on putting in here because it hasn't necessarily stopped me from getting a bottle. It definitely slowed me down because this is the first Acqua Di Gio fragrance that I was like, do I really need to buy this? Because it's probably the most redundant one to the ones I already have because it smells like the original mixed with Profondo to me. It really does. I feel like if I want this, I could just spray a couple sprays of each of those and get the same sillage. That's how I feel about this. It is very good, but I don't think it's great. I think it's the most underwhelming of all of them, including the original. And this is a hot take for some of you. I get that, but it's how I feel. It's how I feel about the fragrances. I don't just love everything, guys. That's been a running joke for years. I don't just love everything. Hence the topic here. This stuff's stopping me from buying bottles. I'm not saying I won't get a 75 ml one day. It's just not today. And I'm officially, I have like just such a few, 3 sprays, maybe of these little sprays, maybe. And then it's over. It's really good. But I like all of the other flavors, including Absolute Instinct, which I know some of you don't like. I think that's quite beautiful and unique. I like all of them more. So as a completionist who likes to have them, yeah, one day, and I have this big decant of Essenza, I'll never get a bottle because that's a ton. which Sammy sent me that too. Shout outs to Sammy. Yeah, look, read the note on the label. From your friendly neighborhood troll, Sammy. See? Sammy's a good dude. And yeah, so last one on the list, Acqua Di Gio Eau de Parfum. Shout outs to Joey. That was an underwhelming release for Joey. And his all-time favorites, Acqua Di Gio, the original. Very similar enough to get the EDT Intense. Uh-oh. Battery level is low. Give me a second, guys. I need to plug my mouse in. Let me grab the charger. Hold on, guys. One sec. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold your horses. Oh, it died. I can't even turn my camera back on. Hold on. I got to plug my mouse in. All right, we're back. Had to plug my mouse in. Battery literally died. It told me it was low and then just boop, it went kaput. Sorry about that. Excited to see what you say about Tarathi Blue. So I've heard mixed things from my friends online. Some have said they don't like it. Some of them love it. So we'll see. We'll see. We're going to find out because I'll probably film that video tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably film that video tomorrow and it'll come out the following day because tomorrow's going to be a blue fragrance update. 10-4. So YouTube short on 9 a.m. 9 a.m. dive. So it's not the same. 9 a.m. and 9 a.m. dive are two different fragrances. Yeah, it's better than First Instinct together. It's not as chemically synthetic. It's definitely better. I gave it a 9 out of 10 on my first impressions. I really like it. I really like 9 a.m. dive. It's better. For sure. It's definitely better. Definitely put a lot into your channel, Ross. With the gym and a good lady, leaves a little chill time. Yeah, for sure. My wife's very understanding, though. That really works to my favor. You know what I mean? Like after this live stream, though, we're going to go do a little grocery shopping. We'll spend a little time. We might grab some dinner somewhere or something like that. But she understands when I close that door, like I'll talk to her, let her know what's going on. And, you know, I never get any grief when it comes to grabbing fragrances, going to a rack store to look, hunt and film videos and do these live streams, jump on other people's live streams. I got a good woman, man. A good woman makes a great man. That's how I feel about it. When you have a great woman, it makes you better. And that's my situation. Speaking of great women, Queen Cannoli, Ms. Juju, how are you? Macadam Montrese, salute. Eternity Aqua is at Kohl's at a high price. Yeah, don't do that. You can get it cheap online. Yes, I have a decant of it. I haven't smelled it in a long time. It's not right here. It's in a box. I have way more decants than what's right here. And I got a lot right here. This is just the recent stuff in the last few months. Jared with the $2 super chat. The price y'all sold, it's a cheapie. If you compare to what a lot of niche that's going to give you that, which no niche is giving you what we're giving you here with the originality and the custom everything built from the ground up, you're not going to get that at that price point. And if it was to be released under a different house, because the all quality is not any different from what you get from Raja Dove or any of these other luxury houses, they would be hundreds of dollars more. I swear, not marketing ploy here. Dead serious. I bought Andrea's new one, and I have yours and Justin's in samples. Tabak too. So Major Tom, you're going to need that bottle, sir. You're going to need that bottle. But I appreciate you. Even if you don't, I'm glad you're getting the experience of the sample. I'll say go with Strong With You or the Flankers like Absolutely Intensely. There you go. For sure. Scent of the day, Aqua Cinziali Blue. Excellent choice. So we'll just do a few more minutes. I'll take a few more questions. We're almost to that hour mark. I'm still so far behind, you know. Guilty pleasure fragrance, something you really like that was maybe really cheap and everyone hates. Mine is Rock Band Kiss called Him. Just something about it I like. One that over the years I really like that nobody seems to like is Nautica Classic, and I haven't wore it lately. It's been a stretch. I've kind of put it to the side to enjoy other things because there was a stretch where I was wearing it at least a couple nights a week. It used to be a favorite of mine for the gym, like because I've had so many bottles over the years. I've always had Nautica in my collection. I have old versions. I used to have old versions. I got a vintage bottle now. I've got 2 newer bottles. I would say Nautica Classic because a lot of people don't care for it. It's a nostalgia fragrance for me. I would say that. Colonia is great. I agree. Great flanker. Any niche or upgrade along the lines of the tobacco and tonka bean? Not that I can really think of, because it's got this kind of cooling ice cream vibe to it with the tobacco. It's kind of unique for what it is when it comes to sweet tobacco fragrances. In the realm of a tobacco vanille, but it's still got its differences, you know. I would say that's kind of the closest. Went to the gym, take it easy. Enjoy your workout. I had a great shoulder and trap workout earlier myself. So I'll know about the parfum tomorrow when I open my package and film it. But for me, where I stand right now is the eau de parfum, but I have a feeling the parfum is going to be my favorite because of shout outs to Joy and Mean. I've heard it's a much smoother, more refined take, which the parfum flankers usually are. I'm probably going to, tomorrow, my vote will probably be the parfum. I have the EDP. I always passed on the EDT because it was okay, but it never made me want a bottle. So, and Flame, I haven't smelled in a long time. There's a lot of people that swear by Flame. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say Eros Parfum right now. But I would advise trying to get some samples if you can, or decants some kind of way. Code Absolute. Actually, not a huge fan of that one. I like it. Don't love it. I got to be in the mood for a lot of tonka bean and vanilla because it's basically a bomb of that. Like coconut, iris, patchouli, but I respect when it's blended well. Ross, I didn't mean for me, just asking for your recommendation for a newbie. I'm going to go the blue fragrance route every single time. And in this particular instance, I am going to say Missoni Wave. Missoni Wave, you can't go wrong. It smells great. It performs decent. It actually has a little bit of depth to it. Like I call it all the time, poor man Chanel L'Homme Sport, pulls compliments, all that stuff. Versatile. A young man or a new person to the hobby, you can't go wrong with that, and you're not going to spend a lot of money. Even online, 40, 50 bucks. You find in the rack stores, 30 something bucks. It's great for the money. That would be my answer, Mikey. Kenneth Cole Blue, more than Perios Aqua. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's a more synthetic, more aquatic version of Versace Mano Fresh. Doesn't smell one-to-one, but you can tell that's what they were going for. I wear it to the gym all the time. Factionable Riviera. Fashionable. That's how you say it, not fashionable. Fashionable Regatta. No, I haven't smelled Ohm. I've smelled a few of them. Haze Blue, Legend, stuff like that. Ugh, Most Wanted, My Feelings Are Hurt. Yeah, that's Randy's favorite fragrance. That's why he's saying that. That's Randy's favorite fragrance. I have both. Absolutely smells so similar with added booziness. It just sets over the edge. And I find it spicier, too. I find it spicier. The toffee stands out more in the Most Wanted. Even though toffee is not listed for absolutely, I still get the toffee smell from Intensely. I think it's more Intensely's DNA than it is the original's DNA, because I definitely get that toffee sweetness in absolutely. But I also get a hefty dose of spices and booze. I get the chestnut that's not listed, but is in the original's DNA. Like, I think that the whole truth isn't there in the note breakdowns that we have on the internet because of what I smell, you know. Having a good one. Happy to finally make it to live. David, I appreciate you. Unfortunately, we're about to shut it down in a minute. We got 164 people, 149 likes. I appreciate all you guys. I'm trying to get further down. Oh, damn. I don't know why it's not showing on here. Oh, there's your super sticker. Okay. Yeah, I see your super sticker now. Thank you, Ryan. Seriously, thank you for $10 super sticker, man. I appreciate it. Let's get these super chats up. I appreciate that, Bilbo. Thank you, man. Acqua Di Gio, EDP. Profumo and Profondo is way better. I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. I'm back and forth on Profondo and Profondo Lights for which one I like more. I kind of lean more towards Profondo Lights, but I'm right there with you on Profumo. Profumo's the king of the mountain. Profumo's the best one. So I'm right there with you. If you have those, it's kind of, if you're not looking to complete the line, that's the reason I'll probably get it. I like having them because I love the DNA. That's one I like to just have, even if I'm not going to spray it. Weird as that sounds. I like to have it, and I'll wear it on occasion. I'll get it eventually. I know I will. I'm just not in a hurry to get it. It'll discontinue probably before I get it, to be honest. And the original's so damn good. I need to secure a bottle. It was my dad's signature scent growing up. 10-4. Do you think you'll ever put out another traditional shaving vid? It's how I discovered you, and I'd love to see another one sometime. So it's been a while. It wouldn't be a bad thing. You know what? The leather tobacco shave set's coming in February. I'll do a shaving video for that. I'll do a shaving video. Why the hell not? Actually, I'll do a live shave on here. I'll do a live shave video. So just for you, my man, because I appreciate, you know, my old wet shaving videos. It's been a few years since I've done them. Is the reason you're here. I'll do that. I'll do that. The leather tobacco shave set comes in February. I was talking to Chris through Messenger yesterday, Gentleman's Nod, and I'm excited for it. It's coming. So we'll do that. I'll do my first shave live on here. I'll promote it a few days out so you guys get the alerts and know. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do a live shave here on YouTube. Orient. I haven't tried Essence, but Orient. Whew. I need to pull that one out. That's not easy to find either. It's so much more spicy than Man in Black. It's got that synthetic oud to it as well, but it's very spicy. It's really good. Encre Noir over the weekend and was impressed by it. Didn't come across gothic or smell anything like a haunted house. Encre Noir actually smells like what an old gunslinger would wear. I love the sport flanker. Love it. It's great. Great for a dressier occasion in the warm weather. It's got a refinement to it, a little bit of class. Love it. Frothy Blue, Cheap Tigers, beautiful scent, awesome 8 to 9 hours. Well, I'm going to find out tomorrow. It's in that package that I need to open up with Eros Parfum. I'm going to find out tomorrow. Got 2 bottles of blue. I like it for the price. Dive is back in stock at Fragbuy. There you go, guys. There you go. Jump on it. So I would suggest fatboyfragrance.com, and if he doesn't have them, then I would check out Decant House. That's who I use the most, Decant House. I would check them out. They don't have a huge stock. That's why I say you got to check between multiple places. Not everybody's got everything. Juan's not going to have everything. Decant House isn't going to have everything. So let's see. My fiance told me to say she is also amazing. Shout outs to your fiance. What's going on, Dan? In the Navy. I talked about that one earlier, and your ears must be burning. I mentioned you earlier, too. Frothy Blue reminds me a lot of Hugo Boss Reversed. That's interesting. I love Reversed. That's good stuff. Oh, so all you have to do is type in TLTG Starwalker Extreme on the YouTube search bar, and you can watch the video. I was one of the first videos on YouTube. I was like the second video. First or second, something like that. Yeah, you can check out the full video. Ooh, here's a tough one. Le Male Le Parfum. Le Male Le Parfum. I have to. And I love both. Both are great. Both are great, but just one, Le Male Le Parfum. UK was Daddy by Aaron Terrence Hughes. Local Marshalls has 2 Missoni Waves marked down to 26. Buy at least one of them if you don't have it. Buy at least one of them. ATH is my most worn house with Zaharoff. I can vouch for that because he's in every cent of the day post on my community tab. Ryan doesn't miss one, and he wears a lot of Aaron Terrence Hughes fragrances for sure. I haven't tried EGE. I've heard I would like it. That's one of the few I haven't tried. Well, there's more than a few that I haven't tried from Nichane. He's wear Claiborne Sports. I couldn't even tell you. I haven't smelled it in, I don't know, since I was a kid. I don't even remember what it smells like. I could not tell you. Sneaker game at Burlington's on fire right now. At Ross Dress for Less it was. Man, I got some dope looking low top Vans. I got these Flyknit free runs the other day, and it's hilarious. They had a bunch because at my gym there's like 10 dudes with them now. But I love free runs. Love Nike Frees, and these, God, they're so comfortable. Got these for $40, and then I don't have the Vans right next to me, but not the pink ones. The pink ones I bought from Journeys online. Paid $40 for those too, but $40 for they're like two-tone light blue, almost a stonewashed denim look, low top Vans. Super clean. Super clean. They would go well with this outfit. They're almost a baby blue kind of tone. Yeah, they got some stuff. And there was a few other things. I don't remember exactly where I was like, damn, I can't believe they had the Pegasus 38 for the you runners, Nike Pegasus 38. They had a colorway, black with that photo blue color. Those of you familiar with Nike's color schemes, it's a more of a royal than this baby blue, but not quite royal. It's like mixing baby blue and royal blue together, photo blue with a bright orange. They were actually pretty dope. I thought those contrasting colors would look better on a white shoe instead of a black shoe, but they still looked kind of cool. because the midsole was white, and I feel like the all white shoe with the blue and orange would have looked that much better. If they would have been that color, I would have bought those too. Those were $40. I'm surprised because the rack stores have been terrible for shoes for a long time now, like 2 years. So I've been impressed to see some decent shoes at the rack stores. 105, a little over an hour, hour 5, a few more minutes. Let's see. We miss Bilbo on the streams. Bilbo's on all kinds of streams. Bilbo's in my live chat all the time, and I appreciate Bilbo, but I don't drop the link, so Bilbo has no way to get on here. I'm not sending it to him on IG either. Because Bilbo, I'd have to know who Bilbo is, which actually I think it's this guy. But that's how Bilbo would get on the stream. If I really knew who Bilbo was, I'd keep the secret and play the game, but I don't really know who Bilbo is. So Bilbo, even if it's you, Rick, whoever is actually Bilbo, if you want to tell me, I'll keep you secret, and I'll have you on my streams with me. You can sit on the screen. When I do these solo ones, you can sit on the screen with me. But that's the caveat. That's the only way I'll do it. So, 24 frags. Made number 25. Blue de Chanel EDP. Hey, happy with the pickup. Timeless. That's never going to get old. That's most people's favorite from the line is the EDP. It's the most versatile. Whereas it's more warm woods here with the parfum, which is my favorite. There's a lot of people that really like this one too. It is my favorite. This is why I keep harping on Chanel needing to drop an elixir version, because it just gets better. The EDP is better than the Eau de Toilette, and in my opinion, the parfum better than the EDP. So I think the elixir would be the king of Bleu de Chanel's. God, this is so good though. God, it's so good. Bleu de Chanel's DNA will never get old. It's timeless. It's going to define the blue fragrance genre. That's my opinion, of course. All right, let's see. Bilbo equals fragrance fight night. It could be Alan. You never know. It could be. Mr. Svedkov, great stream yesterday with Justin. Couldn't watch the live, but did in replay. Well, I appreciate you, Mr. Svedkov. I've been popping in and out of your live streams when I remember, because I know you do in the mornings. In the mornings, I kind of have an agenda going, but I know you've been going live doing the Omegle streams lately. So much success to you, my friend. I have not. Never tried that before. Really appreciate your opinions, my man. Thank you. And that's all it is. This is just my opinions. You know, not everybody's going to feel the way I do. Some of you watching, you're not going to agree with my opinion every time. And it's just that, you know, we can respectfully disagree and still get along, you know. Damn, your Marshalls, Burlington, and Ross stores are loaded. Here it's garbage. Not the Marshalls. Marshalls is garbage here. Crap. Shout outs to Joe Roman. He sent me a picture earlier of the fragrance area at Marshalls because he lives over here by me. Lives down the street and works down the street. It's a joke. The Marshalls here sucks. I can't wait to get back to Texas. Can't wait. God, the rack stores are so much better. Now, Burlington's solid here, and we have a lot of Ross Dress for Lesses here. So I got a lot of options with Ross Dress for Less. I think it's Rick, too. There you go. I've been telling him that. And sometimes him and Bilbo pour it on to really make me think. And it could be him doing it, you know? So I don't know. I think it's a more aromatic take on the original. It's not one-to-one. Like people say it's what vintage La Nuit de l'Homme. No, not quite. It is an amplified lavender note, though. It still maintains the DNA of the original. It smells the closest to the original, even more so than like the EDP flanker, the Le Parfum flanker, and so on. It does smell really close to the original La Nuit de l'Homme. But the lavender note's amplified. It's a little bit more aromatic and slightly soapier than the original. That's my take on it. I have a 60 ml when Macy's was blowing them out on that sale for like $59 a piece here in the States. And it's very nice. I don't necessarily like it a ton more than La Nuit de l'Homme, but it is better. It is better. I understand a lot of the hype. I think it's a little overhyped, but it's a really good fragrance. If you can find it for a good price, I encourage anyone to try it if it can. Top tier blue scent for me, number 1. Shout outs to my man Dedrick. It's his favorite. It's his favorite fragrance. You know, I can't say I'm blaming Mr. Svedkov with the prayer hands. Right back at you, sir. Longer lasting. Yeah, it's definitely longer lasting. Yeah, it's definitely longer lasting. It's a little loud in the first 2 hours, too. It's pretty loud on me. So my favorite is 5 o'clock au gingembre. It's my favorite ginger fragrance. It's gorgeous. I have a couple samples of Shergi. I've been through the little box samples from Serge Lutin. I've been wanting to try Ombre Sultan. I haven't tried that one. But Shergi is very good. very dry hay tobacco smell. Masterfully done. But 5 o'clock au gingembre, magnifique. My favorite ginger-based fragrance. Bria, how are you? Snagged one more signature from my pops after your recent video. Fingers crossed that he likes it. That's actually what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing it right now. It's sweet, so he's got to like sweet scents, but it's coffee and leather as it dries down. This stuff is beautiful. You're going to love how it smells on him. If you've never smelled it before, you're going to love how it smells on him. I hope he likes it. I really hope he likes it. Also, hope you're enjoying Oud Satin. So for those of you who don't know, when I did Ministry of Oud Satin giveaway, she won. Overhyped for sure. There you go. Blue Electric is good. I won't go any further. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. Make sure you like this stream if you haven't yet, which we have more likes than viewers. I love when it gets to that point. Check out today's review on Zaharoff Signature Leather Tobacco if you haven't yet. Pre-orders are open right now, and the pricing does go up on February 1st. It's available in 2 sizes. You can get it in 2 ounce and 4 ounce. And that's the cheapest you're going to see them because they do go up. Discount codes do not work because they are at a discounted price right now. Click the link tree. Let me drop the link tree again. Actually, let me do you one better. I'm just literally going to put the leather tobacco link for you guys if you want to click it and go check it out. Paste. There we go. And then one other thing, while you're there, or if you want to check this link out, don't forget that everybody still needs to get their bottle of Evening Mystique. I know it's tough choices. I understand there's a lot of cool stuff to grab, but I wanted to make sure to put it out there for anybody that wants to check them out. Like I said, check out the video today. See if you're interested in it. Obviously, samples aren't available yet, but when it launches in February, as far as leather tobacco, there'll be samples available through Zaharoff. I'm pretty confident he'll do the travel sizes, but there will be the 2 ml samples that you can get for a few dollars, and you'll be able to try it for yourself if you don't want to just go out on a whim on a blind buy and pre-order it. But just know that this is a pre-sale price currently, and it will be going up, which when you go to the website page, if you click the link, it tells you versus where it's at, what the price is going up to, just to give you an idea. So thank you to everybody that watched. I appreciate all of you. Make sure to check out any content you haven't seen yet. Subscribe to Fat Boy Fragrance Reviews. Subscribe to Joey Cannoli Raw because we got some really cool giveaways coming up in the 2 live streams next week. Thank you for the last minute super chat. Y'all better stop playing with Zaharoff. Thank you, Jared. Y'all have a good one, guys. Catch you on the next one.